everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you guys have never been here before, my name is China, and if you have, once again, welcome back. So guys, listen, I'm just gonna be my #1 support here. Guys, I'm rocking my Shoe Sense tee. This is for me. I'm rocking my Shoe Sense tee because I have to be, listen, if you're not your #1 fan, who's gonna be your #1 fan? So before we get started, please remember, like, comment, subscribe, and then let's go ahead and jump in. Okay guys, so I have a few fragrances here that I wanted to talk about today. These are all new fragrances that I've recently picked up. Some of them I've gotten quite a bit of wear with, and some of them I haven't gotten all that bit of wear, but I kind of have my idea of how I feel about them. So I am gonna go through these fragrances. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fragrances, but we will first attack our question of the day. So our question of the day before we get started is going to be a very easy one. This one is going to be, what is your scent of the day? I love to know scents of the day, so that's it. Just what is your scent today? What are you rocking today? Make sure you leave it down in the comments below, and I will drop my scent of today as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the first fragrance. Okay guys, I had some hits here. I'm gonna start off with this one here. Okay, Prada Peridot. You guys have probably seen this one literally all over Instagram. I love this bottle, by the way. This is absolutely gorgeous. And guys, I want to let you know right now, this was a really good one for me. I really enjoyed this fragrance. So let's go ahead and get into the notes. So top notes for this one is going to be pear, tangerine, bergamot. Then you have orange blossom, jasmine, sambac, neroli essence, and neroli. And then it leaves off with white musk, bourbon, vanilla, amber, and benzoin. Guys, I will say, when I tried this fragrance, it was exactly the note breakdown, like on my skin. So I got that burst of citruses in the beginning, but guys, also this has a very, I don't even want to say like a very strong neroli, but I can get the neroli. I'm not a big neroli fan, but I think that it's a good mix with like the jasmine that's here. You can pick up the orange in it, you can pick up those bursts of citruses, then it gets down to floral, and then it dies out into like a nice ambery, sweet type of smell. This one is very good. I liked this one. I like this one. It is very mass appealing though. This one is one that, you know, if you're getting that fragrance for somebody that just likes a fruity floral or just a really nice smelling feminine type of fragrance, this one would be a really nice one to buy. I did get the 30 milliliter, and I thought that was enough for me because it's really good. I really do like it. It really projects as well. It really projects, and it lasted all day for me. However, it's very mass appealing. It's not very unique or anything. It's just a very, very good feminine, floral, fruity fragrance. So this one is really nice. This one I really did enjoy. Okay guys, so let's get into the next one. The next one we're gonna talk about was quite controversial. At least when I looked at Fragrantica, it was quite controversial, and I was a little shocked because when I first picked this fragrance up in the store, I smelt it and I immediately was like, oh, this is really good. I really like this. And I let my husband smell it. He really liked it as well, and he's not even a gourmand type of person. Vanilla Milk by Ellis Brooklyn. I thought it smelled great when I first smelt it, but this one is a pretty dense, milky, cocoa type of fragrance. Guys, the notes in this one, top notes of milk, peony, frangipani, and jasmine. Then we have middle notes of bourbon vanilla, Madagascar vanilla, and cacao pod. And then base notes of benzoin, ambergris, sandalwood, and musk. This one I really did like. This one is quite dense. You do get that milk, and the milk is pretty dense. It's not a very breezy type of fragrance. It does feel a little bit thick and quite dense. But this one reminds me of like a chai latte, a chai milky, frothy type of latte. It's very good. I think if you like a dense type of fragrance that is very gourmand, you like cocoa, and you like a bit of spice in there, like it's something that kind of reminds me of a bit of like a cinnamon or something, I think you would really like this. I don't, you know, I feel like still really like this fragrance. When I first smelled it, I guess I just didn't expect that it would smell like that, and so I got like this cinnamony chai tea latte type of vibe, and I absolutely loved it. This one I feel like would definitely have to be worn like on cold days because it is quite dense, and I think that it would bother me if the weather wasn't perfect for it. So this would be something I would play with in the cold weather, but this one was good. I actually like this one. Okay guys, so let's get into the next one, and this one was quite fun for me. This one, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, my first reaction was, okay, it's okay. Like I had like it's okay type of reaction. Guys, this one is La Perla Possibilities. This one, I'm gonna tell you what I get instantly. It gives me sweet, fresh, like dryer sheet. That is what this gives me in the best way possible. I don't want that to turn people off that have heard about this fragrance because it's in the absolute best way. Let me read you guys the notes. Okay, so top notes are freesia, black currant, and pink pepper. Then you have rose water, petalia, orange blossom, and then cashmere wood, Mexican vanilla, Akigala wood, and ambergris. So guys, like I said before, when I first sprayed this fragrance, and it was after I had smelled a few fragrances that day, so maybe that kind of, you know, obstructed my nose or whatever. This one gives me this sweet, slightly peppery, dryer sheet freshness. Like, this one I actually wore to bed the other day, and it kind of makes sense though, because when people think about La Perla, they think about like a sexy type of fragrance. This one I wore to bed the other day, and it was so cozy. This fragrance is like a cozy, sexy fragrance. It's very cozy but very sexy. Like, this isn't necessarily a fragrance, like it doesn't give that cozy, like bland plain Jane type of thing. It definitely gives cuddle up to me, but it just gives me, there's something in here that gives me dryer sheet vibes. And I don't know if it is like the freesia in the top that has that freshness, or if it's the cashmere. I feel like it's the cashmere. I really do. Like I said, I wore this to bed and I just felt so comforted. Like my hubby was like cuddling up to me. I mean, he always cuddles up to me. This wasn't the fragrance. It wasn't the first time. No, this one was very, very beautiful. I just think that I happened to find, or like when I smelt it, I happened to just find the best place to wear it. And I don't want to say the best place to wear it is to bed, but I don't know, like if you're having like if you're having like a little sexy nightcap, right here, and it's gonna soothe you as well. It makes you feel very comforted but still sexy and soft and fresh, you know, like fresh but with depth. Okay guys, so let's get into another favorite of mine from the new ones that I got. Guys, this fragrance swept the nation, has been talked about so much, and I finally got my nose on this fragrance. Rouge Maliki by Armani Privé. Guys, okay, here's the thing about this fragrance, and I feel like this is why I get so many mixed reviews. This is a quite in the world of like in the world, I don't even want to say like in the world of fragrance necessarily, just in the world. If a person were to smell this fragrance, I feel like they would think that it's quite mature, because you have a lot of tuberose in here, a lot of white florals, and to someone's nose, I can definitely see how they would feel like, oh, it's just like, it smells like an old lady, right? This one to me, and I like mature fragrances, like that's something that I recognize about myself. I like my powders, I like my florals, my white florals. This is a very deep, rich white floral, okay? This one has, it also has that pepper. It has something peppery, and I always think fragrances like this have like this like, they make me salivate, and it's because it's like, it's not a gourmand, but it's just something earthy and delicious about the fragrance to me. Top notes, we have tuberose, pink pepper, clary sage, tuberose, jasmine sandbach, ylang ylang, benzoin, orange blossom, and cashmere. And then in the base notes, we have tuberose and amber. This one is beautiful. I don't care. I love fragrances like this. There's something so fresh, like this tuberose. I am becoming like a tuberose lover. There's something fresh but peppery, and it's just fresh, peppery, deep floral, you know. It just, this one plays really well on my skin. It lasts, it projects like crazy. It's very thick. It's a very thick, pretty dense floral. I just understand what, you know, if people go to the absolute love or to the absolute hate, like it smells like my granny. I really understand that, but this is a very sexy granny. Like this is sexy, this is rich, this is poised, this is accomplished, giving like very, very rich granny. If it's gonna be a granny, she's definitely more mature. She definitely is. But I feel like, once again, like there's not gonna be these thick, floral, peppery florals, they're not gonna be little girl fragrances. This is not going to be something that a lot of younger women really enjoy. You have to enjoy your thick white florals, and I really enjoy this one. I really enjoyed this one. Glad that I got it. I feel like this one could do really well like year round. I'm gonna be trying it out in the fall because it's, you know, it's fall now, but I think that it can perform really well in like summer, winter, because it's thick enough to kind of cut through everything, but it's like floral and everything like that. So it has that spiciness that I really like. It plays really well. I like this one. I really like this one. I'm glad I picked this one up. So for the last fragrance that we have today, guys, and I'm not even gonna be extra, because listen, I'm not gonna be extra because I don't want to say I hate this fragrance. I don't. And I hate saying that I hate saying that I kind of like hate things, because you just never know. Fragrance can evolve, your nose can change, you never know. But guys, this one just was not for me. Burberry HER Elixir. So this is the new Burberry HER, and so we have top notes of strawberry and blackberry, middle notes of jasmine, and then base notes amber, vanilla, and sandalwood. I have the original Burberry HER. I really liked that one. I found that one a couple years ago, and I recently picked it up. I think it was last year that I picked it up. Number one, my Burberry HER that I picked up last year, I do feel like I'm definitely like outgrowing that scent. I remember when I first smelled it and I thought it was very pretty girl. It's a very pretty girl fragrance. It is very like, you know, it has the strawberry, blackberry, it's fizzy, it has this fizziness to it that kind of reminds me of like a candy, and it's very pretty girl. I can see a lot of girls liking that fragrance, a lot of young women liking that fragrance. I have felt that I've kind of like outgrown that style of fragrance over time, like whenever I am wearing it, because I'll still try to wear it at times because I have it, and I feel like whenever I'm wearing it, I just feel not myself. Like I just feel like it's just not me. This one is not bad, it's just not for me. I've heard that it's like a mix between the original Burberry HER and the Burberry HER Intense. I think I smelled the Burberry HER Intense before, and I wasn't a fan of the Burberry HER Intense as much as I liked the original Burberry HER. So because this is like a mixture of it, I'm thinking maybe the Intense that's in here I'm just not too fond of. But like I said, I think it is a pretty scent. It's a pretty scent. I can see people liking it, especially if you like Burberry HER or Burberry HER Intense. I can see you liking this fragrance, but I don't know. I think it's like that mixture, just kind of something is, the way it's mixing in the top is just kind of messing with me. It's still nice. You know, the fragrance, original and all the flankers, I feel like they're still nice. I just feel like I've just outgrown the fragrance, and maybe that's why I'm just like, nah, I just am not inspired or anything by it. I don't think it smells disgusting. I just think that it is a little bit younger. It's pretty youthful to my nose. It's very youthful, and as you can tell, like, I'm over here liking these granny fragrances. I just, not a favorite of mine. Not a favorite, but hey. Okay guys, so that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for sticking around with me. Make sure you guys do answer the question of the day, which is, once again, what is your scent today? What are you wearing today? What is your scent of the day? I will leave that question down below. Please make sure you drop those comments. Follow me on Instagram, on my Shoe Sense Instagram. I am working to, you know, do more of that consistently, as well as like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys here next time. Bye.